Good morning. You gotta excuse me, a little out of breath. Sometimes I have to work on these ships. Most of the time, I'll do anything. But let me say, it's another morning. And let us be thankful for that. All of us who are amongst the living. And let us remember those who came before us and those who are to come on this day. So let's say glory, hallelujah, that we are here amongst the congregation of the living. I ended last night with our Father prayer. I spoke to the young women who are cursing out these young men and pushing them away, using foul language and a foul tongue, and doing verbal battle and pushing them young men away. But this morning, I'd like to say to the young women, I'll tell you of a thing that happened in the black community in history. You know, after the emancipation, after they so-called freed us from slavery, we became squatters on the land, and they began in the Jim Crow era. They began a new system of slavery, whereas they would see us squatting, had really no place to go. A white man would grab you. He would grab you in the sense of how the police arrest us and take us to jail. Well, a white man would grab you, and what he would do, he would put a trumped up charge on. He'd grab you and say, "Come here, this boy right here don't been stealing out my house. You don't even know where he lived." And then they'll go, the other white people go get the police and say, "This boy got to come and take him to court, and he gonna have to work my farm to work off these charges." Now that's what happened in Jim Crow. It was called sharecropping crimes. They would snatch, and your family, you would be kidnapped. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't go call your family. They wouldn't tell your family. You would just go missing. You would go missing. They would snatch you. So one of the defense mechanisms that the black community came up with, we would start loud talking. "Get your hands off me, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. Get your god." And when people would turn around and hear that, they knew that that person was trying to kidnap you or trying to take you. So one of our defense mechanisms, this is where loud talk, you hear black people like in a Walmart or in a Popeye's chicken. As soon as an altercation starts, we loud talk and we start cussing. Well, that was a defense mechanism. That's nothing you should be using against the father of your child. That's where that came from. Google it. You got all the information in your hands. During the sharecropping era, the way the prison system and this kidnapping with police started was that to get us back on the plantation, they would simply snatch us up off the streets and put a trumped up charge, and we had to go back on the plantation and work that charge off. And then they would get us in such a heap, in such a despair, because they would put another charge on us. And there was some people, if you go read about it, that would go missing. They would never find them. They would put them on the plantation and work them for the rest of their lives. That was the new slave system. And like I said, to combat it, our defense mechanism was talking loud. You had to talk loud and you had to start cussing. You had to cause an altercation so to get people's attention that this man was trying to kidnap you and put you back into a slave system. So let us give thanks to God for that bit of history. Let us say all praises to God, and let us remember our past, because the people who forget their past is destined to commit it again, to return to that past and commit the same mistakes. So like I said, thank God for another day, and I just want to share that little bit of history with you. And I want to share it with the young women who at times with the young men, they go back to that type of defense mechanism when they get in an altercation and they curse the men out and push them away. Well, that's where that came from. That's what it was used for. It wasn't used to dismember and destroy your family, destroy the connection between the father and the kids. Let us be thankful for another day. Let us remember that we do have commandments that we must obey, and that we do have our respectability as black people. For we are the original product. We're the ones that should set the example, not join in on the mischief, not join in on the perversion, sexual perversion in the sexual communities. We are the example. Let's set it. Have a great day. Thanks for listening once again.